In this video, we will solve the 2016's Basic Electrical question paper. So, first question, two heaters rated at 1000 watt 250 volt each are connected in series across a 250 volt 50 Hz AC supplies. The total power drawn from the supply would be dash watt. So as per the question, we have two heaters. These are rated at 1000 watt at 250 volt. So this is connected in series across a 250 volt AC supply. So in this case, the total power will be PT equal to P1 into P2 divided by P1 plus P2, that equal to 1000 into 1000 divided by 1000 plus 1000. So by solving it, we will get 500 watt as the correct answer. So option B is the correct answer. But when the supply will be connected to a 500 volt, then the total power will be sum of the two powers P1 plus P2. Then the answer will be 2000 watt. But for this case, the answer is 500 watt. In the next question, a 100 watt light bulb burns on an average of 10 hours a day for 1 week. The weekly consumption of energy will be dash units. So the energy formula will be, the energy is nothing but power into the total time that the load connected. So P into T is the energy. So here the energy will be, that is 1 bulb. So 1 into the rating of the bulb is 100 watt. 1 into 100 into for the time of 10 hour, 10 into for 1 week. 1 week is 7 days. Divide by 1000. I have divided 1000 because of I have to calculate in units. 1 unit equal to 1000 watt. So I have divided 1000. So we will solve this. So 2 0, 2 0 cancel, 1 0 cancel. So 7 into 1 is 7. So we have 7 units. Option A is the correct answer. In the next question, the number of 2 microfarad 400 volt capacitors needed to obtain a capacitance of value 1.5 microfarad and rated for 600 volt. So here we have to calculate the number of capacitors to give a value of 1.5 microfarad and 1600 volt. So here the available capacitors is 2 microfarad rated as 400 volt. So we have to calculate the numbers of capacitors. For the required capacitor is 1.5 microfarad and 1600 volt. So to get 1600 volt, we have 400. So 400 into 4 will be 1600. That means we have to connect 4 number of capacitors in series to get 1600 volt. So 4 number of capacitors connected in series, that is 4 number of capacitors like this are connected in series. 1 capacitor, 2 capacitor, this is 3 capacitors and this is a 4 capacitor. Sorry, this is not. So 4 capacitors, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4 capacitors are connected in series. Then we have the voltage will be 1600 volt. But the total capacitor will be, capacitance value of this combination will be not the 2 microfarad. This will be of 2 divided by 4, that equal to 0.5 microfarad. So for this case we will get 0.5 microfarad, but we have to get 1.5 microfarad. So 0.5 into 3 times will be 1.5 microfarad. That means we have to connect such combination of this arrangement in three numbers in parallel to get the required microfarad. So that is 4 into 3 numbers, 4 plus 4 plus 4. That is total is 4 into 3, that equal to 12 number of such capacitors are required. That is the correct answer is option number A. In the next question we have a parallel plate capacitor has a capacitance of 10 microfarad. If the linear dimensions of the plates are doubled and the separation between them is also doubled, then the value of the capacitors. So capacitor, this is a parallel plate capacitor. This is the D is the distance between these two plates, and plates has the linear dimension as length L and breadth as B. So L and B are double. Then the area will be also 4 times, because for a plate the area will be length into breadth. So both are double, that equal to area will be 4 times of A. 4 times of A. So the capacitor is depends on the equation C equal to epsilon A by D, where A is the area of cross section and D is the distance between the plates. So C is given as 10 microfarad. So we have C is proportional to A by D. So A is 4 times and D is, this distance is also double. So the distance is separation is also double. So 4A by 2D, that equal to 2 of 2 times. So 2A divided by D. So A by D is what? The capacitance value A by D. So 10 microfarad. So 10 microfarad into 2 will be 20 microfarad is the correct answer. Option number B is the correct answer to this question. In the next question we have 1 kVA to 30 volt 50 Hz single phase transformer has an eddy current loss of 30 watts. The eddy current loss when the transformer is excited by a DC source of same voltage will be, you know that in DC we don't have the frequency. So in DC frequency is what? 0, and the eddy current is depends on the frequency. So that means the eddy current is also will be 0 watt. So option D will be the correct answer to this question. So in the next question we have, in a 4-pole 25 kilowatt 200 volt wave wound DC sound generator, the current in each parallel path will be, we have to find the current in each parallel path. So we have a wave wound has 2 number of parallel path. So power is given as P equal to V into I. So I will be P divided by V. P is 25 kilowatt. So 25,000 divided by 200. So will 250 by 2 equal to 125 ampere. So we have wave wound. So wave wound has 2 number of parallel path. So the total current is 125 ampere. So 125 by 2, that equal to 62.5 ampere in each path of the parallel path. So option A is the correct answer. So in the next question we have, conductor is constant and field is varying, then EMF will be induced. This principle is called, this is the dynamically induced EMF. Option B is the correct answer. In the next question, commutators in DC machines have a role of which converters? So commutators is a mechanical converters. This will be both AC to DC as well as DC to AC. In a generator it is converted AC to DC, but in case of a motor it will convert AC to DC. DC to AC. So that is the correct answer is option number B. In the next question, which of the following condition is not true in a series RLC circuit at resonance. At resonance, XL equal to XC and the net reactance is also 0, that is X equal to also 0. And we will have also total impedance equal to also the R, that is impedance is minimum, current is maximum, and the power factor is 1, and the magnitude Z equal to R square plus XL minus XC square. So XL minus XC, XL equal to XC. So this will be of also Z equal to R. So only the option number B is not correct. So option number B is wrong option here. Next question, the register values in Y network, that is equivalent to a delta network containing 3 12 kilo ohm resistor is, here in this question we have a star network and delta network. It is given that in the delta network we have 3 equal number of 12 kilo ohm resistor. Here one resistor 12 kilo ohm, here one resistor 12 kilo ohm, and here also 12 kilo ohm. So we have to find the equivalent star network. Delta network value is given. So we need to find the equivalent star network. So we have a delta network ABC delta connection, and the delta resistors are RAC, RAB, RBC. We have to find the star network resistor. So star network resistor has RA, RB, RC. We have a delta network, so we have to convert this delta network into star equivalent. So the formula will be, so let us find RA. So for RA, the connected resistors are here this point, in this point it is connected RAC, RAC and RAB. So for RA, it will be of RAC into RAB divided by all the 3 resistors of the delta network. So this is the formula RA, that is RAB into RAC divided by RAB plus RAC plus RBC. So in this question it is given that all the resistors are equal. So equating all the resistors, we have R into R divided by R plus R plus R, 3R. So that is equal to R square by R. So 1R cancel, that is R by 3. So that means the star network resistor equal to delta network resistor divided by 3. Here it is given that 12 kilo ohm. So 12 divided by 3 equal to 4 kilo ohm. It is given in kilo ohm, so 4 kilo ohm is the correct answer to this question. Option number B. In the next question we have, a coil has an inductance of 0.7 Henry and is joined in series with a resistance of 220 ohm. When an alternating voltage of 220 volt 50 Hz applied to it, the wattless component of current is, so wattless component of current means I into sin theta, wattless component, and wattless and wattful component will be I into cos phi, I into cos phi. We have to find the wattless component I into sin phi. So for that we have the question, that is resistor is connected in series with a capacitor and it is connected to the supply of AC mains, which is a 220 volt 50 Hz supply. So we are having L equal to 0.7 Henry, R equal to 220 ohm, and frequency is given and voltage is also given. So tan phi equal to, we know that tan phi equal to XL by R. This is the formula, we know that XL by R. So here XL will be 2 pi F into L divided by R. This is equal to 2 into pi, pi is what? 22 by 7 into F is 50 into L. L is Henry in Henry, that is 0.7. Divided by R. Resistance is given as 220. Divided by 220. So that is equal to, this will we will calculate this. This will close to 220. 220 divided by 220, that equal to 1. That means 10 phi, 10 phi equal to 1. 10 phi equal to 1 means phi will be 45. 10 45 degree is 1. So phi equal to 45 degree. Now we'll find I sin phi. So I sin phi will be I into sin phi. So sin phi is what? Sin phi, sin 45. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. This is nothing, not. Into I. I will be V by Z. We know that the current is equal to V by Z. So that equal to 1 by root 2 into V is 220 divided by Z. Z equal to R square plus XL square. XL equal to is also XL equal to, this is XL. XL is equal to 220 and R is also 220. So R square plus XL square and its root over. So we will calculate this. It is of 1 by 2, that is 0.5 ampere. So the correct answer is 0.5 ampere, option D. Next question, for high current and low voltage rating, which winding is employed to DC machine? So in lap winding, we have high current and low voltage. Option A is the correct answer. But for low current and high voltage, we will use wave winding. In the next question, a 4-pole wave-wound DC machine having flux per pole is 9.56 into 10 to the power 3 Weber contains 460 armature conductors. Calculate the back EMF produced when it is running at a speed of 1500 rpm. So here it is given that it is a wave-wound DC motor. So for DC motor, the back EMF formula will be EB equal to Z and P phi divided by 60A, where Z is the number of conductors, N is speed in RPM, P is number of poles, and phi is the flux, divided by 60 into A is the number of parallel path. So we will put the data here, that is Z equal to 460 into N is 1500 rpm into pole is 4 pole, 4 into the flux is 9.56 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 60 into 2. It is given that here wave wound having 2 number of parallel paths. So by calculating it, we will get 220 volt. So option A is the correct answer. In the next question, voltage across the 1 kilo ohm resistor between the nodes A and B of the network as shown in the figure is. So we have to find the voltage across this A and B node, BA. Let us take this point, voltage as BA. So we will find this voltage. So here we can apply the KCL. So for KCL, in this node, the I current is entering and here I1 is leaving and I2 is leaving. So KCL is what? In the node, all the entering currents equal to the all the outgoing currents. So I equal to I1 plus I2. So I is 10 minus VA divided by 2 kilo, that is 2000, that equal to this current will be VA by resistance, VA by 1 kilo ohm, that is 1000 plus this current is VA plus 2 volts divided by the resistance is 2 kilo ohm. So that equal to 2000, that equal to 000 cancel, and we will multiply by 2 both side, 2 and 2. So 2 cancel, here 2 cancel. So that equal to 10 minus VA equal to 2 into VA, 2 VA plus 2. So that is 4 VA equal to 8. So VA equal to 8 by 4, that equal to 2 V. So the correct answer is option number A. In the next question, if resonance frequency is 10 kilohertz and quality factor is 50, then we have to find the bandwidth. So bandwidth equal to resonance frequency divided by the quality factor. So that equal to resonance frequency is 10,000 divided by quality factor is 50. So that equal to 200 hertz. So option A is the correct answer. When resonance, only related things are, when series resonance, the total impedance equal to the only the resistance value, that means the net reactance equal to 0 and current is maximum because this impedance is what? Impedance is minimum. In the next question, generally tappings in a transformer are provided, it is provided in the HV side to control the voltage. Option B is the correct answer. Next question, a distribution transformer is required to supply, it is required to supply a variable load between no loads to full load. In the next question, a 2 microfarad capacitor is connected by closing a switch to a supply of 100 volt through a 1 mega ohm series resistance. The initial charging current is, we have a series resistor and capacitor circuit. It is connected to a 100 voltage supply. So we have 1 mega ohm resistor and 2 microfarad capacitor. So the initial charging current will be I equal to the V by R, that equal to 100 divided by the resistance 1 mega 1 into 10 to the power 6. So it will be of, when 10 to the power 6 will go here, it will be of 10 to the power minus 6. So 100 into 10 to the power minus 6, that is 100 microampere. So option number B is the correct answer. In the next question, a single phase transformer when supplied from a 220 volt 50 Hz has eddy current loss of 50 watt. If the transformer is connected to a supply voltage of 330 volt 50 Hz, then eddy current loss will be. So as per the question, we have PE1 divided by PE2 equal to V2 by V1 square. So that equal to PE2 equal to PE1 into V2 by V1 square. So 50 into V2 equal to 330 and V1 is 220. So 330 by 220 square. So 0 0 cancel, 11 2 the 22, 11 3 the 33. So 3 by 2 square is 9 by 4 into 50. So that equal to 450 divided by 4 equal to 112.5 watt. So option number B is the correct answer. In the next question, a DC shunt generator delivers 395 ampere at 250 volt and resistance of the shunt field and the armature are 50 ohm and 0.05 ohm. The generated EMF will be. So here we have a shunt generator. So this is the armature part and we have the field current, it is connected in shunt. So the load current is given as 395 ampere. So the total armature current is coming here in this node, current is here and the load current is this. That means IA equal to this load current plus I shunt current. So IA equal to load current plus shunt current. So that equal to 395 plus shunt current is here. We are having the terminal voltage as 250 volt. So here also the voltage will be 250. So current will be V by RSH, V by RSH. So 250 by 50 equal to 5 ampere. 395 plus 5 equal to 400 ampere. So now we will put the equation of generated EMF. So generated EMF equal to EG equal to V plus IA into RA plus Gauss drop. If there is Gauss drop, then we will apply the, add the voltage drop here also. So it is not here, so it will be 0, this one 0. So 250 plus 400 into 0.05, that equal to 270 volt. So option number B is the correct answer. Next question, when PMMC instrument is connected to AC voltage, PMMC always connected to DC voltage, always connected to DC voltage. Whenever it is connected to AC voltage, the pointer will not move at all. Option B is the correct answer. Next question, a moving coil instrument has 10 ohm resistance and gives a full scale deflection when carrying a 50 milliampere. It can be used to measure 750 volt by using a resistance of, so here we have the total resistance equal to V by I. So V is 750 divided by the current is 50 milliampere. 50 into 10 to the power minus 3. That equal to 750 into, this is what? Here 1000 divided by 50 equal to 15,000 ohm. So the series resistance will be 15,000 minus the resistance value. It is also the instrument having 10 resistance, so 10, that equal to 14,990 ohm or 14.99 kilo ohm. In series, it is connected in series. So option number C is the correct answer. In the next question, most of the generators in thermal power plants are runs at 3000 rpm. Option B is the correct answer. Next question, the modern steam turbines are of the impulse type mainly. Next question, the material used for the fuse wire should be of low resistivity and a low melting point. Option D is the correct answer. Next question, the terminal potential difference of a battery of EMF 2 volt and internal resistance of 0.1 ohm when supplying a current of 5 ampere will be, so we have to find the potential difference, that is the terminal potential difference. EMF is given here and the internal resistance is given and current is 5 ampere. So for that, here we have the, this is the V is the terminal potential and E is the EMF, R is the internal resistance and the current is I. So V equal to, here V equal to E minus the voltage drop. So voltage drop is I into R. So 2 minus, so R is 0.1 into the resistance is 5, that equal to 2 minus 0.5 equal to 1.5 volt. So option number A is the correct answer. Next question, the delay fuses are used for the protection of motors. Option B is the correct answer. Next question, 5 cells each with an EMF of 2 volt and internal resistance of 0.5 ohm are connected in series. The resulting battery will be, so we have the EMF as 2 volt, so the total EMF will be 2 into 5 numbers, that is 10 volt, and internal resistance is 0.5. So 0.5 into 5, so that equal to 2.5 ohm. So option number B is the correct answer. Next question, in the given figure, A1, A2 and A3 are ideal ammeters. If A1 reads 5 ampere, A2 reads 12 ampere, then A3 should read, so A3 is the total circuit current. In this AC circuit, A1 and A2 and A3 are given. Sorry, A1 and A2 given, A3 we have to calculate. So A3 equal to the A1 square plus A2 square and its root over. So that equal to A1 is 5 square plus 12 square and its root over. So that equal to 25 plus 144 and its root over. So this is equal to, we are having the value of 13 ampere is the correct answer. In the next question, in the circuit shown in the figure, it is desired to have a constant direct current IT through the ideal inductor L, the nature of the voltage source VT must be constant voltage. Option A is the correct answer. Next question. A DC series motor has linear magnetization and negligible armature resistance. The motor speed is in series. The motor speed is inversely proportional to torque. That means when the load is increases, the speed will decrease. Here you can see that this is the curve of the series motor. So you can see that at low torque the speed is very high. This is speed. Speed versus torque wave. So similarly, you can see all for DC shunt motor it is almost constant, and for the cumulated compound and differential compound. So next question, a DC voltmeter uses 200 microampere meter movement having an internal resistance of 500 ohm. Calculate the value of the multiplier on the 20 voltage range. So it is given that the internal resistance is 500 ohm and the meter current is 200 microampere. So the voltage range will be 20 voltage. We have to calculate the resistance value. So here the terminal voltage is given as 20 volt. So this is the small v, then this will be capital V 20 minus the small v. So small v equal to, so here the small v equal to the current is, here the current is 200 microampere into the resistance is 500. So that equal to 1 volt, sorry 0.1 volt. So we are having the voltage, that is total voltage equal to R into Im. So R into Im equal to R into Im here. This voltage will be resistance into what? Resistance into the current Im, meter current. So this voltage is V minus small v. So that equal to V minus small v. So capital V is what? Terminal voltage, that is 20 volt. 20 minus 0.1 divided by we have to find the value of R. So divided by Im, Im is 200 microampere. So that equal to 99,500 ohm, or this is 99.5 kilo ohm. So option number B is the correct answer. Next question, which of the following motor can be preferred as an universal motor? So for universal motor, the DC series motor can be preferred. In the next question, a 50 horse operation single phase transformer has hysteresis loss of 200 watt and eddy current loss of 100 watt. Its core loss at 60 horse operation will be, so the hysteresis loss is directly proportional to the frequency. So here we have PH2 equal to PH1 into F2 by F1. So that equal to 200. This is given, the hysteresis loss is given here 200. So 200 into F2 by F1, 60 by 50, that equal to 240 watt. So similarly, PE2, the eddy current loss is directly proportional to frequency square. So PE2 equal to PE1 into F2 by F1 square. So that equal to 100 into 60 by 50 into 60 by 50 because of the square. Multiply both. So that equal to 144 watt. So the core loss equal to hysteresis loss plus eddy current loss. 240 plus 144, that equal to 384 watt. So option number C is the correct answer. Next question, if the winding of a machine has 9600 turns, when 3 ampere current passes, the flux linked with the coil is 20 milliweber. The inductance of the coil is, so for that we have the formula L equal to N into phi by I, where N is the number of turns, phi is the flux, and I is the current. So that equal to 9600 into 20 milliweber, 20 into 10 to the power -3 divided by 3. So this is 1000. So that equal to 60 Henry is the correct answer. So option number C is the correct answer. Next question, the average thermal efficiency of nuclear power plant is, in nuclear power plant the thermal efficiency is very poor. It is around 30%. So option A is the correct answer. Next question, a thermal protection switch can protect against a temperature, over temperature. Next question, a series RLC circuit as shown in the figure, if the circuit is under resonance then the capacitance is. So for this question, in series RLC circuit, the total impedance equal to Z equal to R and the net reactance equal to X equal to 0. That means XL equal to XC. So XL equal to XC. XL equal to 2 pi F into L or omega into L, and X equal to 1 by 2 pi FC or 1 by omega C. So here we are having resonance condition, so XL equal to XC, that equal to XL equal to 2 pi FL and X equal to 1 by 2 pi FC. So you have to find the C capacitance value. So capacitance equal to 1 by 2 pi F square into L. So here you can see that this is the voltage V equal to V makes sin omega t. So omega equal to 100. This is what? This is omega. So that equal to 1 by omega, that is 100 square into L. The value of L equal to 2. So that equal to 50 microfarad. So option number D is the correct answer. Next question, in the given circuit, if the power dissipated in the 6 ohm resistor is 0, then V is, so here in this power dissipated is 0. That means here no current will flow. That means this is open, no current will flow. So this is open. So that means the node voltage here will reflect to here, VA, same node voltage. So here we will apply a voltage division rule. So VA equal to this voltage into the resistance. Here this is the resistance, or that is in impedance form it is given. So J1 equal to 1 into, so J1 equal to 1 angle 90 degree. So that is, this is what? 20 angle 0 into 1 angle 0 divided by the total resistance. Here the total resistance or impedance 1 plus J1, that equal to, this is 20 angle 90 divided by the value will be here, this value will be root 2 angle 45 degree. So this is root 2 cancel here. So this is 10 root 2 90 degree minus 45 degree, that is 10 root 2 45 degree. So we have calculated VA equal to 10 root 2 45 degree. So but VA equal to, here this VA will be this total voltage V into 5 divided by 5 plus 5. So this is, so V equal to VA into 5 plus 5, that is VA into 10 divided by 5. That is VA is 10 root 2 45 into 10 by 5, that equal to 5 is cancelled here 2. So this is 10 into 2 is 20 root 2 45 degree. So option number C, so option number A is the correct answer, 20 root 2 45 degree.